morning, afternoon, or evening, whenever you're getting to watch Wayne at Grover's Corner. Tonight is not about a fire. It's about the way I start my fires, and I'd like to know how you start your fires. I got a comment recently. Someone said they like watching my fires, but why use the sparky thing and just not light your fires like everyone else? Which is a good comment. I like to hear. I want to know how you start your fires, and I want to know how many people use fatwood. But this is about fatwood. This is about my demographic. Most people that watch my videos are, I think, 25 to 55, all 99% male. Probably a lot of guys who like fires, campfires, bonfires, and any other kind of fire, and enjoy it in the backyard or elsewhere. But if you have not tried starting a fire with fatwood, that's what this video is about. I want you to try fatwood. If you haven't used a Ferro rod, maybe it's more about the Ferro rod. The Ferro rod and fatwood. This video is not for survivors, outdoor survivors, bushcraft, outdoorsmen, because you already know how to do this. This is for all the guys and the few gals that watch that, I want you to try it this way. It's fun. It's almost addictive. And everyone starts their fire different. A very good friend of mine who passed away recently used to use, I think, the benzo torch, and he would just put it on the wood and be like, haha, it's lit. My father used newspaper and a match in the 50s and 60s. But this is just a whole different thing. It's fun. It's addictive. I want anyone who hasn't tried it to try it. So I'm going to show you what I do. I'm not a professional. I'm more like a 6-year novice. You go on the bushcraft channels and you'll see, like, this is not a beautiful feather stick. That is a ratty feather stick. You will see great feather sticks. I just do what I do, and I want you to try it and get back with me. Okay, the other half of this story is not just the fatwood, it's your Ferro rod. So you can get a pretty generic Ferro rod on Amazon. If you enjoy this, you really want to try this, you want to go big, this is a Ferro rod, 3/4 inch with high-speed striker from Nathan4071 on YouTube. And I have probably lit 50 to 75 fires, so I'm not going to say 1,000, but be straight up, 50 to 75 fires. I probably could get 1,000 out of this, and that's the bomb. But you don't have to have that, but I'm going to show you both. So Ferro rod to fatwood fire, I'm going to show you what I do, and you got to try this. It's so fun. Okay, so when you do this, you don't have to have that high-speed striker. You can have your Ferro rod, your Ferro Caesium rod, or if you want to get all hotty-totty about it, but your Ferro rod. This is like 3/8 or 1/4 inch, and anything with a nice 90-degree spine on it, and you're just going to end up throwing sparks. Oh, beautiful. Now, here's the thing. You can do the feather stick, so I'm going to attempt a feather stick. I'm not any good at it. I'm horrible at it. And then I'll show you, well, basically it's a feather stick. You do the feathers and Maya dust, which is like a powder. And let me show you both. First, my attempt at a feather stick. And anyone, feel free to comment, give me advice, what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right. Okay, So you're getting some pretty fine pieces of fat wood. And of course I broke it off as usual. All right, so you've got that. Now, when you strike sparks onto that, and I meant to look up on Google first, but I believe the ferro rod sparks come off at like 2,000 degrees. When you spark it on that, I have a hard time landing on that. It's because I'm not a professional. But there's also Maya dust, and I like Maya dust, and Maya dust is like shavings. Let me show you some Maya dust. And I'll zoom up on this afterwards. But Maya dust, you're taking that spine, and I did not know that was going to rock. But at least let me show you. See that right there? That little curl of powder, that's Maya dust. The true bushcrafters are laughing at me right now, but that's okay. I love you guys. But get a bunch of that powder going. When the spark lands on that, I have an easier time landing a spark on that and having it catch, and then it lights the rest of the feather stick. So let's go through with this. I'm going to get some more Maya dust because I need a lot. So there you go, big chunk. I'm gonna light it up so you can see what it's like, and I'll do it again. There you go. So you've seen that probably 100 times on videos, bushcraft, but I'm focused on all of you guys that have never tried it before. So I think I'm gonna do it again and then put it on the fire and see why I start fires this way. All right, this video is almost over. Like I say, I don't originate anything. I just like to see if I can do what I've seen on the internet. Sometimes I just want to see if I can start a hand drill fire. You know, repeat stuff that's been done, but I want to know if I can do it. So let's see if you can do it. So I'm going to show you what I do. I'm going to light the fire, and then I'll throw it down, and that's how I like to light my fires. Let's go right, and I'm going to show you another little detail on to go from Maya dust to the fatwood feather to sticks, and just go up from there if you're lighting a fire. And that I'll just dump onto my fire. Although this is a heavy piece of, I don't think it's going to work. Let's find out. It's not what I usually do. I usually have a nice flat piece of wood. I call it it's called a transfer fire. But there you go. Now you got your upside down fire started with no matches, like you're an old pro. Bam. Anyway,
I want everyone to try this. It's just fun. Go get a ferro rod. Anything that has a 90-degree spine and some fatwood. And then you can look up how to find fatwood in the forest. I've done it once. It was fun. In any case, this is Wayne at Grover's Corner. Please like and subscribe. I don't think there's going to be any Social Security when I need to retire in 10 or 15 years, so I'm going to need some residual income. Thanks for watching. The beginnings of a small upside down fire. It's working. It's working. Well, it works. And seriously, for anyone who watched this video all the way through or didn't or scrubbed, I really do want to hear A, how you light your fires, and B, if you've ever used fatwood. Try it out. The first time I tried it in front of my friends and family, none of them know anything about bushcrafting, and it was only my third time trying to light a fire with a ferro rod, and I had 15 family members in the backyard going, "Come on, Wayne, we're getting cold out here." But it was so much fun when I got it lit, and they were like, "Ooh, ah!" You would have thought I started a fire from scratch. All right, Wayne out. Thanks for watching.